Hey StarCraft fans, it's time once again for your weekly episode of the StarCraft Summary from BlizzPlanet.com. All right, now as always, I'm your host, the bearded gamer, Chris Arnone. Let's get right into that weekly news roundup.
You want a piece of me, boy?
All right, you got to know how this works by now, right? Last week we talked about an upcoming tournament, so this week we're going to talk about the results of said tournament. In this case, it is the Bull LAN Battleground results that just happened down in Austin, Texas over the last weekend. All right, so the first day, Stefano, who's one of the foreigners, in other words, a non-Korean player, big fan favorite, came out just hot. You know, he placed third in the MLG Spring Arena 2, and he just came out firing on all cylinders, went undefeated the very first day and took the #1 seed heading into day 2. Now, he beat Korean Code S Protoss player Parting to face Protoss player MC, but fell 3-2 after going 2-1. I mean, he started off 2-1. He was still hot, but ended up falling 3-2 in a best of 5. But he did beat Squirtle 3-1 after that, so did take an overall third place finish, which is pretty high when you got some Korean players going against you too there. Now, in the finals, MC was down 2-0 in a best of 7, but then rallied back against Bomber, taking 4 games in a row to win the championship and the $15,000 cash prize. So just, it was a great tournament for those of you who weren't watching. It was incredible. It was tense, and quite the go down 2-0 and come back 4 straight. It was quite something. But back to that third place finishes for Stefano. That's 2 in a row now that he's finished in third. So he's really hot. Definitely, emerging as the sort of the dominant foreigner or non-Korean in the StarCraft 2 esports scene. It's really amazing. Now, some of you may have heard of this, but probably not. A new website has emerged called SignCraft. You can go to SignCraft.org to check this out. Now, what this is, it is helping the deaf community get into esports with the rest of us. Now, there's just teasers on the website so far. There's nothing like, concrete that they've done yet, but they're developing signs for the different StarCraft 2 units, and they want to provide casting for, or signing for these casting replays for these different esports tournaments. So that's going to be really cool, helping more and more people to get into this just huge emerging esports scene. Now, they're also planning on signed StarCraft 2 tutorials and coaching to help players out. It's one of those things that just gets you all warm and fuzzy inside, makes you go, you know what, there's still a sparkle in humanity, even in the video game crowd. I know people like to look at us funny, but you know what? We're great people too. All right, so MLG. Let's keep going back to MLG. Spring championships are on their way, and of course, myself, the bearded gamer, and Eldorian, we're going to be going there. We're going to be covering it. We're just going to be hitting this thing up. Now, Eldorian, he didn't quite have the faith in his community that he should have, and he set a low goal of just $133 to help to get us to go to Anaheim for our little fundraiser. Well, that happened almost overnight. So the new goal is about $200 because the flights are ranging from $400 to $600 to get out there. So just a little help to get us out to Anaheim to cover this. We're going to do all kinds of great video coverage. Going to be interviewing developers for Heart of the Swarm. Going to be trying to talk to people about the Heart of the Swarm beta that's going to be there. Maybe talk to some of these competitors. I know we've got some Kespa players that are going to be here for the first time doing some exhibition matches. So if they can speak English, because I don't speak Korean, maybe we'll get a little FaceTime with them too. It'll be awesome. So please try to help us get there, and we're going to give you just great coverage. So we're going to send some shout-outs, some special thanks to some people who have already donated some money to help us get to Anaheim for the MLG Spring Championships. Those people are users Nineball, Kanji Man, Baron Davis, and Joshua Yadrin. Thank you so very much for your donations, helping us to get out to Anaheim to cover the Major League Gaming Spring Championships. So let's finish off with a question. It's going to be actually the same one we had last time because, lots of interviews, going to be lots of questions. We want to know what you want us to ask those Heart of the Swarm developers. Now, once again, no stupid questions, okay? You know what I'm talking about. We're not going to ask them. It's just not going to happen. Nothing inappropriate. It's just, professional, great interviews, good stuff that you want to know about Heart of the Swarm. Okay, and while you're on YouTube throwing down those comments on this video right here, go check out Bearded Gamer Show, my show, everything, not just Blizzard, but all games and comics and beards. It's great. And of course, head over to BlizzPlanet.com. All your news, reviews, great community, everything you need to know about Blizzard Entertainment games. We'll see you next week.